Savor the Southwest. I'm here visiting a friend, and we were talking about this whole website and savoring the Southwest, and she said, I love Spanish rice. Can we make some tonight? And I said, sure. What do you got in your cupboard? And we have brown rice instead of white rice, and we didn't have any red salsa. We had this green chili enchilada sauce, but we're gonna still make some Spanish rice, just kind of with a twist. So I started with the salsa, and basically, or the sauce, basically you want 2 cups of liquid to 1 cup of grain when you cook most grains, like rice and wheat berries and things like that. Well, if you look at this, we've got less than, whoops, that's the liter side. Sorry, folks. We have less than 2 cups. And there's another problem. There's bits, there's solids in here. So we really have less than 2 cups. Now, ideally, if this was my own kitchen, I would pull out a strainer and I would strain out the solids. And by and large, when you use a canned product like this, maybe you get about ½ cup of liquid. So I'm going to have to add, I'm going to call this ½ cup of liquid, and I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water to my 1 cup of brown rice as I cook it. So I'm going to come back and get that ready for you guys. So here we have it, our can of chili sauce or salsa even, 15 ounces, and 1.5 cups of water, and 1 cup of rice, and we're going to put them on to simmer. So I guess I could just do this right in front of you. Simmer. Figure for 1 cup of grain, it's usually about ½ an hour, but I'm going to set my little timer for 20 minutes and check on it. Simmer, not boil, simmer. So low heat, medium low heat, something like that. You don't want to overcook it. Now, cooking at home, I often pre-soak my rice or even rinse my rice. See those floating rice grains? They're actually, well, if you were a gardener, you'd call them non-viable. They won't grow. And we could fish them out, but I'm not going to worry about it. So if you're cooking, this is high heat. See, it's really right out there, all over the pot. If you don't have electric, okay? But we want to simmer our Spanish rice, so we're going to turn it down to medium low. Okay, just a little bit of flame, just to heat this evenly. You don't want to boil it, because then your rice will stick to the bottom of the pot. And cover your pot. You want a nice tight fitting lid. You don't want all the steam to just boil right off right away. You do want a lid on your grains as you cook them. Okay, after 20 minutes, you can give it a little stir, especially when you're working like I am right now with an unfamiliar stove and an unfamiliar pot. And just make sure it's not sticking to the bottom, especially because there's all these extra plant bits in there. And it's doing well, and to tell the truth, I'm going to turn it down to super low and give it another 5 minutes and check on it. Okay, moment of truth. Oh yeah, it's almost done. See, there's a little bit of moisture left, and it's steaming off nicely, and we really don't want it burning and sticking to the pot. So I'm going to call this good. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to let it kind of sit here and steam a little bit and make sure it's cooked all the way through. Now, we could taste this, but just looking at the translucency of the rice, let's See how it's translucent? It's not white anymore. That's an indicator that it's done. If you try to boil it longer and get the water out, you might end up sticking it to the bottom of the pot. Just showing you the difference between the uncooked and the fully cooked rice. It's about double the size, and it has that translucency about it. So that's what we're aiming for. Okay, remember I said I was going to let it set up a little bit, uncovered. There it is. It's nice and thick, and really like we're going to like it as some Spanish rice. Now this is green chili Spanish rice, not the more typical red. I could have added some paprika, or if we had it, we could have used red salsa, a can or a jar of red salsa in this mix. But we made it with green enchilada sauce, and I'll bet you it's going to be really good. Anyway, Savor the Southwest. Hope you enjoyed this video, making Spanish rice with whatever you have on hand.